Hey everyone, it's Max and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the treasure chest of 2013 to unearth the top 10 most underrated games of that year. Remember that awesome video we did on 2012's Hidden Gems? Well, this is its spicy 2013 counterpart. If you haven't checked it out, click that bubble right there. Now I know 2013 was a stellar year for gaming, with titles like The Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto V stealing the spotlight. But amidst these giants, there were some truly exceptional games that didn't quite get the recognition they deserved. Now, before we jump into the action, hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming goodness, and drop a comment with your suggestions for our next video. And yeah, you're listening to an AI voice because it's the best way for me to connect with you all for now. Let me know if you have any suggestions on how to improve the voice or the overall video format. All right, let's get down to business. We're starting with number 10, Beyond Two Souls. This game was a wild ride, man. It was like a mix of a walking simulator and a supernatural thriller. The story was deep, the characters were complex, and Ellen Page killed it as Jodie. But let's be real, the controls were a bit wonky at times, and the pacing dragged in some parts. Despite these flaws, Beyond Two Souls didn't get the recognition it deserved for its innovative narrative and high production values.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
That's her! That's her! She's getting away!
Jodie, what it...
Next up, we have God of War Ascension. This one had a tough time living up to the epic standards set by its predecessors. On the bright side, it brought us those sick combat mechanics we love from the series, and the multiplayer mode was a fresh addition that surprised many. But here's the tea. The story wasn't as strong or engaging as earlier titles, and some fans felt it was a step backward in terms of Kratos' character development. Still, it's underrated because it got overshadowed by the bigger titles in the series, but it's a solid entry in its own, right?
You leave an army in disarray. Return to us, General.
Time for some stealth action. Splinter Blacklist is where it's at. Sam Fisher made a strong return with this one, and it's a shame more people didn't notice. On the positive side, stealth mechanics were spot on, giving you multiple ways to tackle each mission. Plus, the co-op mode was a blast, offering some genuinely tense moments as you and a friend worked together to stay undetected. But the story was a bit cliché and predictable, which didn't do the game any favors in standing out. And let's be real, the voice actor change from Michael Ironside to Eric Johnson threw some longtime fans off. Despite these setbacks, Blacklist is a solid entry in the series that didn't get the attention it deserved.
What is it? Nuke? Dirty bomb?
At number 7, we've got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't Black Flag one of the best Assassin's Creed games? And you're not wrong, but for some reason, it doesn't get the spotlight it truly deserves when people talk about the series. This game nailed the open-world pirate adventure vibe, with some of the best naval combat ever seen in a game. On the flip side, the story can feel a bit disjointed if you're not into pirate lore, and the modern-day sections are, well, a drag, to say the least. But seriously, if you haven't sailed the seas in Black Flag yet, you're missing out on an adventure that's straight up legendary.
Curse your name. You defy them by living free.
Time to trade in the cutlass for a detective's badge. The Wolf Among Us is a Telltale game, so you know it's got that gripping storytelling and tough choices. This game is like a neon-soaked film noir, where fairy tale characters are thrown into a murder mystery that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. The storytelling is top-notch, with dialogue choices that genuinely affect the outcome, making it feel like every decision matters. But let's face it, the gameplay was pretty basic. It was more like an interactive movie than a game. And the ending left us hanging with a cliffhanger that still haunts us today.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
All right, folks, we're halfway through the list. If you're digging the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And let me know in the comments what you think of these picks so far. Do you agree? Disagree? I'm all ears. Coming in at number 5, we've got Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. And man, what a ride this game is. Platinum Games brought their signature over-the-top action to the Metal Gear universe, and the result is nothing short of insane. The combat is fast, fluid, and lets you slice and dice your way through enemies with style. Plus, the soundtrack? Absolute fire. However, the story is a bit out there, even by Metal Gear standards, which can be off-putting for fans of the series' more grounded narrative. Despite that, Revengeance is an adrenaline-fueled blast that more people need to experience.
And there he is now, Jack the Ripper. Your reputation precedes you. Liberian, but white as snow. A natural-born killer, even as a child.
Coming in hot at number 4, we've got Saints Row 4. This game is like a roller coaster of insanity. You're the president of the United States with superpowers, and you've got to save Earth from aliens. It's bonkers, hilarious, and absolutely addictive. But let's be real, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The story can be a bit cheesy at times, and the open world feels a little empty compared to other games in the series. Still, the sheer amount of crazy stuff you can do in this game makes it a must-play for any fan of open-world mayhem.
Oh, damn it, man. I've been cooped up for way too long. I need to stretch my legs and kill some things.
Okay, let's do a complete 180. Brothers. A Tale of Two Sons is a completely different kind of game. It's a puzzle adventure that tells a beautiful and heartbreaking story about two brothers on a quest to save their dying father. The controls are unique, requiring you to use both analog sticks to control the two brothers simultaneously. It's challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. The game's graphics are stunning, and the music is absolutely breathtaking. However, the game is pretty short, and some of the puzzles can be a bit frustrating. But trust me, the emotional journey you'll go on is worth it. Rayman Legends is like a sugar rush for your eyeballs. The visuals are insane, the music is catchy, and the gameplay is pure unadulterated fun. It's a platformer on steroids, man. But here's the kicker. It got overshadowed by its predecessor. Yeah, Origins was great, but Legends took it to the next level. But let's be real, no game's perfect. The level design can be a bit repetitive at times, and the boss fights could have been more challenging. Still, this game is a must-play for any platformer fan. Now, we're talking about a real hidden gem, the Swapper. This indie darling is a mind-bending puzzle platformer that will leave you scratching your head in awe. The concept of creating clones of yourself is both ingenious and addictive. The game's atmosphere is top-notch, and the story is surprisingly deep. The only bummer is that the controls can feel a bit clunky sometimes, but honestly, it's no big deal. The game is so insanely cool that you'll forget all about it. The Swapper is a true hidden gem that deserves a spot on every gamer's wishlist. All right, gamers, that's a wrap on our top underrated games from 2013. Did any of your favorites make the cut? Or maybe I totally missed out on something awesome. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more epic gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.